What's up, everyone? I'm here with Lumi of Luminary Shine. She is a great fishing channel. Highly recommend. Most of you probably know her, but if you don't, go subscribe. Check out her channel. You won't regret it. She does live fishing. She is the trout queen.
Yay!
And I will read her channel info and then we will get started into the questioning. Are you ready, Lumi?
Yep,
Ready to sum
I'm
it up?
ready. Hmm.
Let's sum it up. So in Lumi's channel description, it says, ready to reel in some excitement? Come join us live fishing adventures as we explore new techniques and search new spots. We have plenty of funny moments that will keep you hooked. As a female angler, I hope to encourage more women to fish. Thank you for continuing to sort. Hashtag women fishing. Hashtag fishing. Hashtag catching fish. Hashtag fish. Her email is luminaries underscore shine underscore fishing at outlook.com. Looks like she started in October of 2018. She has 2.39 thousand subscribers. She has 292 videos, 668,840 views. So well over 500,000 views. That
Whoa!
is awesome, Lumi.
I didn't know
So
that. Wow.
I will tell you guys, I already know Lumi's origin story, and I have to say, I think it's the best origin story of anyone I've heard so far.
Aw.
And so, as I ask everyone, Lumi, how did you come into? How did you first get the idea to create a YouTube and to specifically get into YouTube fishing?
Well, it happened because in October I got really sick and I I started having kidney problems. And by time December, had to have surgery, right? And when I went in to have surgery, I was really afraid. And so I turned on my phone and I said, I'm like, if I'm going to see something before I die, like, what do I want to see? What's the last thing I visually want to see? And I thought, okay, fishing. I want to watch somebody fish live, right? And so I put on, you know, YouTube live fishing. And season one, episode three, Gus came on. And I just typed in the chat, I said, I'm really scared. I'm about to have surgery, and you're going to be the last thing I see. And Gus he stopped doing his live and he was like, "What?" He goes, you're really having surgery?" And I said, "Yeah, and I'm scared." And he said, "Well," he goes, he stopped everything, goes, "Let's pray." And he prayed for me. He prayed for my surgeons. And he said, "I know you're going to make it. I just know it. And when you get back, you're going to start fishing. You're going to be like with us and you're going to be fishing just like us." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Thanks." And I watched him fish. He caught a trout, a rainbow trout. And he's like, "This is for luminaries. This is for you." And I was like, "What? For me?" He still has the short out for this fish he caught me that happened a year ago. And I was like, "What?" And he made a short and he encouraged me to go, to do this after, obviously I made it out on the other side. And yeah, then I started doing it.
That is so awesome. That is like
Yeah.
the most
I'm
epic
alive.
origin story. Yes, Lumi's alive, everyone. We like this. Don't tap the
Mhm.
screen if you like that Lumi's alive.
I'm alive.
So, okay, you were having surgery. You were worried that you might not come out of it, and you
Hmm.
decided the last
So
thing I want to see is some fishing. So let's rewind all the way back. How did you get into fishing in the first place, and why was fishing the thing you wanted to see?
what was the first thing that what?
So, like going all the way back in like your whole life history, before YouTube, before all that, like how did you get into fishing? Why did you
Oh,
like
like the
fishing?
first fish I caught?
Yeah.
Okay, so the very first fish I caught, that's kind of funny. So I came off the military base and my parents, like, we lived on military bases all our lives, and my dad decided to retire here in Washington State. I was 14 years old, and my uncle took me to Rattlesnake Lake, right? And he was like, "Would you like to try fishing?" I was like, "Sure." Tossed it, tossed out the line, and I caught a fish just like that. And I was hooked. I mean, just hooked ever since. I've like loved
Oh, yeah.
rainbow trouts. They're beautiful fish.
Oh, they really
So,
are. They absolutely are.
yeah.
So it was your uncle that got you started and hooked on fishing,
Hmm.
and so I'm assuming you fished often throughout your life? 'Cause I also remember, a detail that you may have left out, or maybe I wasn't paying attention, I don't know, but you had told me before that, you wanted your children and possible grandchildren to s in case you didn't make it out of the surgery, to see
Oh
that
yeah, I
grandma
did.
was an
Yeah, you
awesome
forgot about
fisherman.
I did forget that part. So
It
yeah,
was a
one
part
of
of
the
the tips.
reasons why I wanted to start like making YouTube videos and making YouTube shorts was that I really thought that I was going to die, right? There's still more issues that I have with my kidneys. Even now I have a kidney defect. And
No.
so I thought if I have grandchildren one day, they're never going to know me.
Right.
So this way they're going to watch me and they're going to see all the things that I love to do. And then they'll be able to know grandma, even though I might not be there to see them. So, yeah. Hi,
That's
grandbabies.
awesome. I love that, I love that. Like I
So,
said, coolest origin story of any fishing
yeah.
YouTuber I've come across yet. Love it.
Aw, thanks.
Okay, so you started your channel, in 2018, was that the correct date?
That's when I started my YouTube like channel to start surfing the internet. Like when you
Oh,
first like make your that's when I first opened that. The very first short that I made was in October, or was it October? No, it's December because my little doll's wearing a Christmas hat. Yeah, of last year.
of last year. Okay, so
Mhm.
you've been actively creating, videos and going live for about a year to get
Yeah,
to
so
2,000
after my
subs?
surgery, to get to get exercise and stuff like that, I decided that I wanted to start this so that I could, yeah. And now it's been 1 year since my surgery, and yeah,
Doing awesome.
stronger every day. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, and so what has the journey been like, since you started going live and stuff? Tell us about that, like, how does that feel? How much
So the
have you
very
learned and
first
grown?
lives that I had, I was in pain, right? Because I just had surgery. A lot of people didn't know that. Like I had a
I remember.
major surgery and they told me to keep walking, keep going. And I was like, well, what am I going to do? So I decided to get a cart. I got my red cart, put all my
Yep,
like fishing gear in there, and I
yep.
just pulled it along and I went slow, took my time, and I still do. Go slow, take my time. Yeah.
We do awesome. I
But
mean,
I'm
you
getting
got some
stronger now.
amazing
So
trout.
yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Uh-huh.
Um, Tell us about the Barbie thing. What's that all about?
So it started off with season, right? So I wanted to do a tribute. So he always has his hands. He doesn't like show his face or anything. So I made a short and I used these Barbie hands to make him look like he was fishing with me. And then
Aw.
it molded into like I skipjack Cindy and
Mhm.
Travis. I made them. I
Nice.
made
So
Anthony and I've made Maine Girls. See,
oh
my
my god.
thought was is that these people that I couldn't always go fish with, I could
Mhm.
make them and I could bring them fishing with me. So I wouldn't be so lonely.
Okay, first of all, that's awesome. Second of all, I feel left out now. When is the Fishy Things doll coming into the
I've
Luminary
actually
Shipping?
thought about making fishing things,
He's gotta have
and
the
I
gray
found these old
overalls.
overalls.
Yes, yes.
But I'm gonna have
I
you've
love
got,
it.
so I've got to figure out, yeah, I know how to make the little because I get GI Joe dolls and I can
Mhm.
put facial hair on them. So
Well, so
Yeah,
actually,
I'm pretty good at
I grow
making
it out
them
in the
look like
winter,
the
and then I
person,
shave
so
it in the summer, so
my
you
only
could do
problem
whatever
is
with
that
facial
some
hair.
people make fun of them,
Yeah, screw 'em.
or that I know, or
So
they think that I'm, like, crazy, that I'm doing it for I really think they're real things, and I'm like, "No, it's more just it's a funny thing." It's
yeah,
when you see a doll next to a fish, it makes that person look like they're holding, like, a ginormous fish.
right, right.
So it looks like Skipjack, Cindy, and Travis have all these huge fish in their hands, you know?
I love it. Well, look, no matter what you do on YouTube or in life, really, there's always going to be people that think you're crazy or think whatever. So just do whatever and don't worry about what people think. Do your
That
thing. 'Cause you
that's
know
great
what?
advice.
There's a giant community that absolutely love, adore, and support you. So if they don't, they can scroll onto someone else and
Yeah,
mind their
that's right.
business.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
So, um, where are you generally located, and what bodies of water do you typically fish?
Okay, so it all like all my life. I mean, that's a huge thing because I've been fishing since I was 14. I didn't give up. I just started doing different things. So before my surgery, I was doing rivers and doing steelhead and salmon and stuff like that. Right now, I'm not strong enough. Not strong enough for the fish or for the fight of the men that are involved. I don't know if you know what steelhead fishing is like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of grown men that throw tantrums. And
Mhm.
so yeah, I stay away from all that. I'm
That's
like,
it's
I
one of the
usually
reasons.
stick to the ponds and to the lakes and places where there's no people. I like to go far
Same.
away.
Exact same. I I don't like fishing with other like even I'm even like kind of my friends get a little bit annoyed with me like because I don't really invite them fishing, but they'll show up and like I'll fish with them. It's like they're my best friends. You know what I mean? But I really like to be alone when I'm fishing. I like to be alone with the river. And then of course it's a bit of a paradox because I bring YouTube with me and then I've got hundreds of people with me. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's different. You're still alone though.
Right, exactly.
And as soon as you turn off the live, I'll stay out there sometimes, for, a couple hours and then you'll just hang out there, just in the silence. Ah,
Yes. It's
yeah.
so peaceful to just sit by the water. There's something really special about it.
Mhm. For sure.
All right, so let's rewind back to you and your uncle. What fish was it that you said you caught for the very first time? What species was that?
Rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout. Wow. Like I would say probably at least 90% of the people when I ask that question, it's always bluegill, which is, that's fair. My first species was a bluegill. Your first species was a rainbow trout. So, I mean, you started out at the top, right?
And that's why I love rainbow trout so much now. It's just like my favorite go-to fish, yeah, since it was my
They're
number 1.
delicious too, which I found out on Fish Games last night, and then a lot of people were explaining. I was so lost. I was like, "What? You cook it on wood?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's a smoker
Yeah.
thing." And like everyone's trying to explain to them. I'm like, "I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I've
"Is
always
it a
just filleted
Washington
fish and
thing? I don't
like
get it."
no, it's
And
a
everybody
trout
do that.
fisher people thing. It's a trout thing, I think, trout and salmon type deal.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So yeah, I wasn't aware of it. I was super confused when you were talking about that last night. And then yeah, that's a me thing. So Um, what is the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Okay, so that would be the sturgeon, which just about killed me to do. Let me tell you, my kidney on the next day, like, like a lot of people are like, "Are you going to do it again?" I'm like, "You guys don't understand. I physically was in pain the next day. My arms, like my legs, everything." So this sturgeon was 7.5 foot. It was like over 200 pounds and it was over 100 years old. It was it was huge. And I got to put my
Yeah,
hands in his mouth and everything. It was crazy. It felt like marshmallows inside.
right.
Hmm.
So, and that was a white sturgeon, correct?
Yeah, white sturgeon. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've never caught a
cried
white
after I
sturgeon.
released him. I really
Yeah.
did, like a
Yeah.
baby. I felt kinda bad because I was like, you know, and then did the ugly cry.
Wait, why did you cry? What why were you why were you so sad? Because you wanted to keep him or
No, I was sad because I was so happy. Like, hasn't any
Oh, okay,
kids ever
okay.
done that? Like,
Yeah,
where you're so
yeah,
happy that you
yeah.
just start crying because 'cause you're like, I was so overwhelmed with emotions that this sturgeon looked me in the eyes. Like, if you look at the footage, he looks at me, and I looked at him, and I was rubbing his belly, and you know, like, after we took the hook out, he just stood there, and we were just he is peaceful, and then when I released him and I, pushed him out, he just his tip flipped his tail out like a goodbye, and I was like,
Goes by you.
"Oh."
That's awesome.
That's
That is
still
awesome.
swimming in my brain rent free.
Yep. Whenever I catch a really big fish, I swear, like, I cuss a lot, like, out of excitement, just sheer joy and excitement, I just start, like, dropping F-bombs, it's crazy. So, I'm surprised YouTube hasn't, like, given me a strike for that, but
That's funny that you swear.
I don't know why. I don't know why, that's what I do, I can't even control it.
I overreact every time I catch a fish, so, yeah, everybody laughs at me because 'cause I'm like, "Oh my god, it's a fish!"
I'll
"Oh
be
my
like, "Oh my
god, I
effing
got a
god! Oh
fish!"
my effing god! No effing way! Oh frick! Oh" like, I don't
"How
know.
I get sp oh my god, did you see him jump? Oh my god!"
So, I guess that's my version of crying, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
yeah, that
exciting.
works, yeah. It's both a happy response, right? It's not a sad response,
Right,
obviously.
oh yeah, no, it's super just
So, yeah, I
insane
probably,
excitement.
I probably am not gonna be doing any more of that because that was just, like that was painful. I'll stick to the small species.
I love catching big ones, like, I if so I'll get excited for 2 things, well, 3 things really. So, like, 1, I'll get excited if it's a species I've never caught before. I'm just like, "Ooh, new species, this is so cool," and I really and genuinely enjoy looking at fish, like, I really just like
Yeah.
looking at them. I don't know. And then, if I get a new PB, that's obviously very exciting. And then, other than that, it's gotta be a fish over 10 pounds. If it's less than 10 pounds, I really don't get very excited. I don't know why. That just
What?
seems to be the marker for me.
Dude, did you see well, you probably didn't. The last time I fished, I caught this 5-pound trout, and man, he jumped out of the water 3 times shaking his head.
I don't think I caught that one. The last one
Yeah,
I
he
saw
was
you
shaking his head and
fishing.
everything. I was like, and we have to use barbless hooks, so I'm like, "Don't spit
Oh,
the hook!" Because they're
yeah, so the
usually
last
about 2
time
pounds in this, area that I was fishing at, and so to catch one that big, I was really happy. So
I was watching you last week and you caught, like, some bullhead, and then we were
oh,
actually going
cool.
back and forth trying to figure out what that mystery fish you caught was. Did you ever officially identify it?
Yeah,
Because like, I thought I did it first, and then you pointed out the extra fin, and I was like,
yes,
"Oh my god, she's right, that's not what it is. I don't know what it
and
is."
it's not from, like, a clipping, like on a like
Right.
this is they're not gonna grab out, like it's called a northern pike minnow. They used to
Oh,
call it a squawfish, right? But
okay.
I guess that they said because of the Native American culture, they
Yeah, that's
switched it from
derogatory term.
squawfish to northern pike minnow, which
Okay.
is one word, not pike minnow, but
So
pike
is
minnow.
that a subspecies of whitefish?
Yeah, it was a whitefish. I ate it. So everybody asked, they're like, "Well, what?" I'm like, "Of course I did. I killed it. Of course I'm gonna eat it."
Right?
So, yeah, it
Okay.
was a whitefish, it tasted but I also knowing sometimes if I don't know if a fish might taste fishy, I usually soak it in, like, buttermilk overnight, and that's
Yep.
what I did with that fish, and then I just fried it up, and it was, like, better than, fish sticks, right? So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do that
Mhm.
a lot. I don't eat fish a lot, but when I do, if it's like catfish or something, I'll soak it in milk overnight and then I'll rinse the milk off and cook it, and it
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it
yeah, and then you just
really good.
yes. Yeah,
Yes.
you know how to do it.
Yeah. Except so with trout, I don't. Well, it's been a long time since I ate trout. Well, wild trout anyway. But when I do, I actually I'll just gut them right on the spot there. I'll just run a knife down the seam of their belly, pull out the guts, and then throw the whole fish on the grill right there, right on the spot. And it's just like it's like that meat is so tender, it just flakes right off the bones with a fork. Like you really don't even need to fillet it if you don't want to. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you could do it right there. Sometimes you eat a fish right away. Wow. Like
Mhm.
when I was eight, 17 and a half, 18 years old, my husband at the time, we got married at, yeah, 17 and a half. Anyway, his dad owned a salmon boat. And so I used to go
Okay.
salmon fishing on the salmon boat here in the Puget Sound. And we would go a week out at a time and fish for salmon. Oh, let me tell you, it's not as glamorous as everybody thinks it is. You make a lot of money on those boats, right? But it was
Mhm.
the hardest work I ever did in my life. I mean,
Oh, I
and
bet.
then the sleeping conditions, sleeping in a boat where you're like they're not like you don't get like a bunk bed, right? You get like a slot, a metal slot, and it's
Mm.
like you just kind of sardine your way up, and somebody else is a sardine on the other one, and they sardine, yeah, and then you sleep like that, and it's where the engine is. Oh,
Oh, that's no fun.
so you
See,
smell the hear the engine.
I've been wanting to do an overnight where I sleep in my boat, like anchor up somewhere in the river and just like sleep in the middle of my boat. I haven't done it yet. I think that would be cool. Just like be on the river and kind of rocking. Not no, not fun.
Not for me. I prefer being on land for sleeping and such. Yeah.
That makes sense. I just want to try it, Lumi, just one time.
Do it, give it a go. You'll see. It's not
You
like a cruise
probably
ship,
right.
trust me.
I gotta see. Oh, by the way, solo texting, I did pin your question. Um, so how I typically do it is I'll get through all the questions I have written here on my little papers, and then after I get through my questions, I'll take questions from chat. So I got it pinned for now. I will ask it to let you know.
Sweet.
uh, Lumi, do you have a dream fish that you've never caught that you really really want to catch?
Tuna.
Tuna. Okay.
I
Have
wanna
you done
I'm obviously, it's a charter, right? I wanna do a charter and do a tuna. Yeah. Yeah.
right on? That does sound fun. Have you done ocean fishing before? Have you done much ocean fishing?
Well, like what I said, when I was 17. So we would so my first husband, he was a fisherman, his dad was a fisherman, and so we would go out and do salmon runs. And so we did purse fishing, so where they put out the purse net and then you
Okay.
drag it in and then you pull the salmon in onto
See,
the
that
boat.
to me sounds less like fishing and more just like work. That just sounds like a job.
It
Just like a
was
straight up
work. It was, but the first time I ever had a salmon, like Butch, who was the captain, he's like grabbed the very first salmon that we caught, and he, opened him up, brought him into the kitchen, right, and then he fried him up. That was the best tasting salmon I ever ate in my life. Always
um
remember that.
so my friend Brian last summer got some salmon out of Lake Michigan and he brought them over and cooked them at my house. I swear to God, if I didn't know it was salmon, I would have thought it was chicken. It was so good. I was like,
It
"What?
is
How is
like
this even
people think
fish?"
that it's fishy or mushy. They're
Mhm.
eating like farmed, like the ones that
Mhm.
stay in like circles all day long. And they're a different species. They're almost like a different fish.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I always say like almost most fish, freshwater anyway, and from my experience, pretty much taste the same with the exception of trout and salmon have their own specific taste and texture. Like
yes,
all
they
the
do.
other fish, it's like that white meat that's kind of the same. I mean, some's a little better than the others, but it's all pretty much the same as far as I'm concerned.
Delicious.
So you dream of catching a tuna. Let's see here. So what fish are you best at catching, and what fish are your favorite fish to catch?
What is what? Say that again?
What fish are you best at catching, and what fish are your favorite fish to catch, species wise?
I'm best at catching rainbow trout,
Okay.
and I would say rainbow trout.
No, no, that's typically the answer. I usually preface that it's usually the same. People are usually best at catching the fish that's their favorite fish to catch.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I mean, obviously, my personal best and my favorite fish that I caught was that sturgeon. But like I said, well, I just saw hurting for sturgeons, and I told
Oh,
him, I
I'm
said, him,
sturgeon.
he's in chat right now, and I told him, I'm like, you can do that. Like, dude, like I can see myself doing it once a year, maybe or something, but that's not something I do all the time. I was sore afterward. Like it hurt. Like I hurt.
It is in the back of my mind because like I catch very nice lake sturgeon here, but we don't have the white sturgeon. So it is my planning someday when my finances and timing is right. I am going to go out west and I'm going to fish with Hurton for sturgeon, and I'm hoping he gets me on
You
a decent white. That would be awesome.
I think that would be an awesome thing to see too. I think you should do that.
I'm going to someday, some way, somehow.
Burning for Sturgeon's great at show. He's got some great setups too, and wow, yeah,
And
great
like
stuff.
he works right by where he can go fishing. He's literally just gone out on lunch from work and just like caught like 100-pound sturgeon and then gone back to work. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I can't
I
imagine.
wouldn't mind catching a small sturgeon. I know that sounds terrible. I'm so ungrateful for my big sturgeon. I wish I got a small sturgeon. No,
Well,
I love my sturgeon, but he
we
kicked
also have
my
a
ass.
species here called shovel nose sturgeon, and they're significantly smaller. They're super cute. They got like a little shovel nose, just like their name would imply. They're a
Oh,
much smaller species of sturgeon. You fish for those.
cute.
Oh, okay. So the follow up to that previous question is walk us through, like, if you were to teach us, give us your tips and tricks. How do we catch rainbow trout? How do you catch rainbow trout? Like, what's the number one setup? Bait, lures, rod, reel, line, all of it.
You know, I would say, like, if it was your first time you want to catch a rainbow trout, go to Walmart and get the cheapest little setup that you can get, right? It doesn't even matter. Like, just get a little small little cherry wood Shakespeare, those little tiny ones, right?
Mhm.
Just something like that. Get yourself some egg weights, get yourself like a little swivel, and then you get yourself some leader, or you could get pre-made leaders. They make them and then you just put them on. They're super easy. And then get yourself some power bait because like a lot of the places where they stock trout all over Washington, like the lakes, the ponds, the rivers, they're stocking them everywhere with the stockies too. And stockies, when they first get released, they don't even know what worms are. They just know
Right.
what little round things are. So as soon
Okay.
as they see that like a bright yellow, round thing, they're like, heck yeah, they go straight for it. So yeah, that's what I
All
would
right.
say
So
to do.
power bait, break that down a little bit more for me because power bait's just like a general brand, right? Like, what's it literally called? They're like called
Power
nibblers or
baked garlic eggs, Berkeley.
garlic eggs. Okay. Is
Hmm.
there a
And they
specific color?
float. They
Oh, the
float
floating
so
one.
that they'll keep out of the weeds too.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Garlic bait, power bait, garlic eggs,
Yeah,
floating.
and they stink, man. They're like, don't leave that in your car with the jar open.
I love the smell of garlic, so I might have to take a few bites of them
No,
myself.
like not this
One on
one.
the hook,
Trust me,
one in the
because I've
mouth.
I've accidentally done that, and you're like, "Ooh," we open up your car door, and you're like, "Man, and I'm Italian, and I love garlic, but garlic power bait, ooh,
Okay, I'm doing it. I'll be doing it this spring. I'm gonna try some garlic power bait.
yeah."
Do you have any fishing superstitions? Anything you think brings good luck? Anything you think brings bad luck?
No,
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I don't really believe in superstitions.
Okay. I'm super crazy about like when I watch
Oh, are
football,
you?
I'm like not as much with fishing. I have some with fishing, but like with football, I'm like super weird about like if the Packers score a touchdown while I'm like touching this part of the couch, I have to keep my hand there. Like I don't know. I'm weird. Anyway.
When I played tennis when I was in high school for varsity, and I had weird things that I had to do every time before I did, my so yeah, I did have those, but not for fishing. Mm-mm.
Do you have any unbelievable or crazy fishing stories you can share with us?
Unbelievable.
Or crazy or funny or goofy or
You know
weird?
what was crazy was when the ranger came, right? So the
Okay.
ranger came and was like, "Oh, hello," and it was a lady. And I was like, "Oh man," and I was live. And not oh man, because like, I got all my stuff. I always have everything prepared, all my licenses and stuff. Because in Washington, you could go to jail. So you don't mess with that. So
Right.
anyway, she came up and my pole just goes woof down, right? And I was like, am I allowed to get it? Like I don't know, is it like a cop? So like
Right, right,
what
right.
to do? Like freeze. And plus, I pack too. So I don't want to make anybody nervous, right?
Right,
So by
right.
making any weird moves. So I'm like, can I get that? And she was like, oh, of course. So and I'm like going, great, And yeah, I caught the fish. It was a bass. But the funniest thing is that she goes, oh, look, you caught a trout. And I was like holding up the bass, like by,
Wait, wait a minute, hold on. The park ranger thought a bass was a trout?
it's caught on my live. I'm holding up a bass by his
Wow.
mouth, which I would never do that with a trout because their jaws break if you do that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so like you see people do that, they go, it breaks, they're dead, right?
Did you
So
clip it for a short?
what? Mhm.
Did you clip it for a short? Oh,
Yep,
I
it's a
missed that
short.
one.
It got like 5,000 views. It's crazy. But yeah,
Nice.
the person just came up and they were like, and she was like, "Oh, you caught a trout." And I was like, and I looked at the audience like this, and I looked at her, and I go, "It's a bass."
So I wonder how she got that job.
She must have been me. I don't know.
Like, I don't know about all that. That's wild. That's definitely crazy. That is crazy. Like,
Yeah, it's definitely a short. Yeah, on my
I would be
live
like I
from yeah.
kind of remember another one of your lives that I thought was kind of crazy. Um, I don't. It was a while ago now, so I don't remember it specifically. But there was like a couple that was like
Oh
harassing.
no,
Remember that?
I do remember that. I do. Oh my gosh.
Do we want to talk about
Oh,
it, or should we just move on? We can move past it.
now you could say it really quick. All it was
I
is
don't
this
remember all the
guy.
details. I just remember it was like crazy. Like they just were harassing you for no reason. And like I think I remember the old man was like yelling at you, and like Lumi had to get real with these people. Like,
It
this
was
is
it
my
passed
space,
right in front of
this is my
me,
bubble.
like five
Yeah,
foot in front of me. And then
it
he
was
got
crazy.
mad because like I reeled in and he goes, oh, you almost hooked me with your hook. And I was like, dude, if you shouldn't even be close enough to my hook in the first place. And he goes, but this is where the salmon is. And I'm like,
I was
dude,
here first.
we're landlocked.
Right.
There are no salmon here, dude.
It surprises me. There are things that you think would be common sense. Like there should be a certain set of like etiquette for fishing. Like if someone's fishing somewhere, keep a healthy distance from them so you don't cross their lines. Like they're out here to enjoy some peace, quiet. I don't know. But like it happens all the time. There's always people
What's
crossing
crazy
your
with
line.
them was the whole lake was empty. The
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
lake.
I
And they
remember that.
walked all the way around, went straight to where I was at.
It was
I was
creepy.
like, "No, no, 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 no." He's like, "But this is where the salmon are."
Didn't your wife yell at you too or something? I don't remember. It was
Oh,
crazy.
by time that it was done, it was heated, yes. She was waving her cane at me, and I
I
was like
remember
I
that.
got
Yeah.
to the point where, like, I was like, "Lady, if you point that cane in my face, I'm gonna grab it out of your like, like, and I'm gonna throw it in the, lake. So don't put your cane near me." She's like, "I could do what I want."
Ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Do you have any future goals with YouTube, or are you just kind of going with the flow?
Well, I mean, honestly, like I want it to be able to help out with like worms and things like that, gas money to go out places because I go out a lot more now than I used
Right.
to go. But I'm not like thinking I'm going to be famous or anything
Right.
crazy. You know what I mean? It's like I don't care about that stuff. Most of
Right.
it's about the fact that I get a free service that's video recording my journeys for me that
Yeah,
are going to be etched in time for my grandchildren to see. So, yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you got a bunch of friends with you everywhere you go,
Yeah. And
without them
I
taking up
have found
space
my
on the
people.
shoreline.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So, have you ever had any pet fish or aquariums or anything like that? Do any fish keeping?
Yeah, I did. Well, remember, we were almost going to try to keep one of those bullheads until
Right.
you told me I wasn't
I'm
allowed to
sorry.
keep
I was
it.
so sad.
Thanks
I
a
was so
lot.
sad. I built you up and knocked you down, huh?
You did. You were like, maybe you should keep it as a pet, that bullhead. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to. It's illegal. Anyway, but as far as fish tanks, my kids they wanted to do like when Finding Nemo came out, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they wanted a saltwater tank, and so I bought, this like octagon thing, and I put, yeah, that was a horrible idea.
Saltwater is very difficult to maintain
It was
and
so
expensive.
hard to clean, even with the
Yeah.
little sucker snail fish thing. I don't know how people do it. It's crazy upkeep, and I was doing it twice a day. Doing pH balancing and all. Oh, never again.
I will say freshwater is much, much easier.
Yeah,
Freshwater, like I put water in my tanks, I put the fish in there, and then when the water starts to evaporate, I add more water. That's all the upkeep I do with my tanks.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
scrub the walls when algae grows on the walls. I got to scrub the walls off. But yeah, I don't check the pH or any of that stuff. Freshwater's the way to go. I had salt water once upon a time and learned my lesson.
Yeah. Salt water is a whole new beast.
What's your go-to fishing snack?
Coffee.
Coffee. Good call.
I don't know. I love my coffee. I'll just that's like I first start my thing and it's like I'm here everybody, let's start coffee. Love it. Mm.
Okay. If you had like a time machine, infinite money, infinite clout, like you could make anything happen as far as you get to pick one person from any person, famous, not famous, dead, alive, whatever, anywhere in time, any place in the world, who would it be and where are y'all going fishing?
Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Y'all think I'm crazy anyway. Okay. So honestly, it would be Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. I, li- you know what, Lumi? You're not the first person to say that.
Really?
Leave it
Oh,
yeah. Yep, we've had that answer on here at least twice now. So,
I mean,
not
you
crazy
say
at all.
anybody, right? Then that
Yeah.
would just be the one that I'd have the most questions for. And man, I'd be sitting with him and we would probably sit on my dock. That's one of my favorite spots. Yeah.
See, I'm Christian too, so I get it initially. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, Jesus. That would be awesome to go fishing with Jesus. And then I thought about it, and I was like, wouldn't he make it too easy? Because like he just goes out and remember the story with the
You
fish,
think that
and he's
he'd
like
make it
multiple.
easy?
I think he'd make it
How
too
easy has
easy.
your life been?
No, I mean like catching fish. Like he would make catching the fish too easy. Like you know what I
No, he
mean?
wouldn't make it easy on us.
If he
Mm-mm.
was with us, like if you had
Hmm?
Jesus in your boat, if you had Jesus in your boat with you, you think it would still be tricky to catch fish, or like would he just
For a
kind of
while, it'd
smile
be
and wink,
really
and all of a
tricky
sudden you
because he would be like, he has a good sense of humor, right? And
right,
then when you finally would look at him and you'd be like, "Wow, I thought that we would get lots of fish." And then that's when he would smile at you, and then you'd reach down and he'd grab you a fish.
right, exactly. Or
So
like
like,
when you finally do catch a fish, he would multiply it,
yes.
just fill the boat up.
Oh, brrr. Yeah.
No, excellent answer. Love it, love it. Love me some Jesus. Let's see.
Love me some baby Jesus.
Sweet little baby Jesus.
Just a baby Jesus.
Little 9 pound, 6 ounce baby Jesus.
I love that
It's still oh so divine.
show. Just a little baby.
Yeah. In his little manger.
Oh God. Oh.
Coming up next, fishing with Jesus. Hmm. I believe I have made it through all of my questions. Oh, one last
Um,
question. Is there anybody on YouTube that you would think would want to do chumming it up with Fishy, or you would like me to seek out and try to get them to do chumming it up with Fishy?
have you tried to ask Season?
No, give me his full at handle if you know it, or get me close.
I can give
Just
it to you later. I
that'll
can't
work
even think of it. He picked the weirdest name. Like, didn't
right
he?
for sure. I was wondering if there's like some kind of.
There is.
Oh
There's
no,
a
I got
reason
one more
for it.
question. I forgot about this question. One that I
Okay, what?
added halfway through chumming it up with Fishy. I was somebody in the chat asked it a few times. I was like, you know what? I'm adding that question. If you caught a new species of fish, what would you call it? So you get to name a never caught before species of fish. What are you naming it?
We'll call it Luminicious.
Luminicious. Luminicious the fish. I like it.
Luminicious. Kind of vicious.
And now we're rapping. All right. Luminicious fish.
I don't know.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, mercy.
All right, that's all of my questions. Now, chat, please hit us up with questions. You got any questions for Lumi? I'll start with Solo Texan Adventures. Asked Lumi, how did you prep and cook the bullhead catfish?
How did I what?
Prep and cook the bullhead
How
that
did
you
I
caught.
prep it? I filleted them
Okay.
and then I put them in the buttermilk overnight. And then I put them in a wash and I put them in the fish fry, like flour stuff. And then I put them in my cast iron in oil and I fry them up. Oh, it's so good. I love fish fry. It's my
Hmm.
favorite. Fish sticks.
Oh, Peace X, an excellent question here. Peace wants to know, has your life changed at all after winning fish games?
Seriously, like I can't stop people from asking, for my autograph.
Yeah,
Like
that'll happen.
everywhere I go, I went to the grocery store and I was like, please, please, please. I'm trying to shop.
In case you guys don't know, episode 5 of Fish Games last night, Lumi won. She is the new champion of Fish Games. she, I mean, she's doing interviews and everything now. It's wild.
Oh, raspberry.
What's up, Raspberry? What's up, Show Flies? What's up, JBT? What's up, Yoshi? Who
Hey
else we got here?
guys.
What's up, David? Nicole Dow,
Hey,
Miss.
Humble the Duck Savior.
Absolutely. Okay, here
That
we
was
go.
crazy this week. Did you see that? The duck save?
No, what happened?
Oh golly, didn't see it. So I had Humble Stacker who does stacking silver. He lives in Washington, invited me to come up and fish. And so I fished live with Humble Stacker. We didn't catch any fish, but a lady came up to us and told us there's a duck that's stuck on the other side of the lake, and he looks like he's in the middle of the lake and he can't free himself. And she asked if we could go over there and, see if we could do something about it. And, Humble and I were like, of course we'll go over there. So as soon as we were done with live fishing, we were like, do you guys want to come along? And everybody said, yeah. So we picked up the tripod and we just walked, right? And we walked all the way around and we got to this duck, right? And it was a junior duck and it was
Oh,
stuck in the middle, like to the bottom. And so was just going round and round, and it was wrapped around its neck,
oh
the
no.
fishing wire. And so it was trying to get up, and then it would start to float under the water, and then it would fly up, and it would go underneath the water. It was really sad. It was like really, really sad, and especially we had it the whole time showing, right? So he was trying to hook it with the weight, and we couldn't get the fish to come in, or to the duck to come in. We couldn't get it
Right.
wrapped around the line because I think it was just going straight down, and he wasn't able to get it. So finally he got frustrated and he got like we got a big stick, and he just stripped,
What?
got in the water, and then walked out there. And we're talking, it's Washington freezing lake weather,
Oh no. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Zero.
he gets the duck, goes, gets the knife, and the duck's in his hands and just lays, like it knows,
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It was just so
Thank you for
tired.
saving me.
And then he went to the water and he hands it to me, and the duck just goes right in my hand. I'm like, oh. And then, it was wrapped around his neck like 8 times. And we
No.
finally got it all taken out, and he just got the duck looks like he smiles at me. It's crazy. And then I just go, whoop, and he just flies away.
Oh, nice.
It was
That's
awesome.
awesome. What a
Duck
great story.
savior.
Thank you, Humble. You're a hero, brother. Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
So we
That's
call him the
awesome.
humble duck savior now.
Humble duck savior. Love it.
Yeah.
Actually, I rescued a dog on my one of my lives last year. So and it was it's kind of ironic too, because so there's this one spot that I fish where there's like a 10-foot cement retainer wall down to the river.
Uh-huh.
And I catch really big, like 10, 15-pound carp out of this spot all the time. And so I had bought a big extendo net to pull the carp up, and
Yeah.
it's like it extends to like I think I don't know, like 10 or 12 feet or whatever. But to save money, because like a regular like a musky net or whatever is like $300-400, right? So on
Yeah.
Amazon, I actually got a dog catcher net that was rated to be able to catch like dogs and wild pigs and like all kinds of crazy stuff. I was like, that should work for fish, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm fishing and this guy walks past me. And I even made a comment on my live, like, why doesn't that guy have his dog on a leash? Like, what is he doing? Like, what if it falls into the river? And he walks
Yeah.
up and around the bridge to the other side of the river, and the dog jumps in the river, and it can't get back up. There's a 10-foot retainer wall. And so like the dog's just like clinging to the side of the wall. I'm like, oh my God, did I call that or what? So I gotta go save this guy's dog. And luckily I had a extendable 10-foot dog catcher net, and I scooped the dog out of the river and saved the dog. I was like, you're lucky I had that net.
Wow.
You were so lucky I bought that net to save money. 'Cause I don't think a regular fishing net could have pulled that dog out of the river.
That's
Not as
crazy.
cool as stripping down and going into freezing water to save a duck, but
This is water, yo, you little you Everybody's thinking I'm drinking vodka. Could you imagine? I'm just slamming moonshine, people. It's moonshine.
And then the funniest part was, and like, actually, I've got 2 rescue stories on my live now. And the funny thing about it is, whenever I like rescue somebody or save something, I'm very grouchy about it afterwards. Like I complain and why
Aw.
they ruined my, they took time away from my fishing. I don't want to be a hero, but everyone's so stupid. I got to save everyone.
You know, I was watching you fish today, and I must say that you have dad noises down to a pro. Like, you do the grumble, 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 and then the grunt. The when you start the grunts, the grumbly like bear growl sounds and stuff. When you start getting mad, I started laughing so hard. You're like, I was like,
Okay. In my defense, I was wearing a ski mask, so my noises were muffled a little bit. But
you
no, I
sounded
do. I
like
do.
Boomhauer.
I grunt and growl all the time. Fun Mix 10 calls it speaking wizard. He says Fishy speaks wizard.
I said that, and as soon as I said that you had dad noises in chat, right? I'm like, look, dad noises. Emmykins just bust up laughing. I was like, she knows it. Dad
Um,
noises.
Just My Life says, what country would Lumi like to travel to and fish?
Australia.
That'd be cool. That'd be super cool. No, JBT, I don't wear jean shorts. I only wear bibs. But I have ordered some custom New Balances from time to time. I'm not gonna lie. Like I do like my New Balances. JBT wants to know if you could fish with anyone from YouTube, who would it be?
Anybody from YouTube? My very first I was Skipjack, Cindy, and Travis, I think. Oh, wait a second, fishy things. I meant to say fishy
No,
things.
no, it's okay. Be honest. Be
I
honest.
mean,
I
JBT. I mean, Chaos Go. Emmykins. G-Man Fishing. Yeah. Officer JR Buds. Yeah.
right? No, I got to fish with Cindy and Travis too, and it was a really, really good time. I was going to do it a second time again this year, but we didn't have the funds to make the trip, so maybe next year do it again. So have you fished with Travis and Cindy? Were you saying you did, or that you want
No,
to?
I would love to. Like when when I first started watching, the second channel that I watched after season was Skipjack, Cindy, and Travis. And
Yeah.
I made their dolls right afterward, right? And so, yeah, ever since then, I've wanted to fish with them. So anybody I've made a doll of, I want to fish with. So
Oh hell yeah, Jr. That's sturgeon season, buddy. That's what's up. JR's coming to fish with me in September.
really,
Yeah.
that could be fun.
Heck yeah. I didn't even know. I just found out. I knew he was talking about wanting to do it, but now he's got a month picked out and everything.
Oh wow.
We get the boat set up with a nice blanket and pillow for you. Oh yeah, because he's from California. September isn't that cold if you're from Wisconsin, but I can't imagine from California it might be pretty cold. And I think he lives in like southernish California too.
Hmm.
Making a trip from Cali to Florida. Oh wow, that's like 3,000 miles probably. It's gonna be a long trip. Bring 7 jackets and long pants. Anyone have any more questions for Lumi? Questions for Lumi, guys. Questions for Lumi.
Last chance.
Trout gang meetup.
Trout gang. I always hear about this trout gang. Makes no sense.
You don't
Can't
want
be
to
a
know.
trout gang without the trout queen. Psh,
Rock.
what kind of gang is this
Oh my
gang
God.
without a
Why
trout
is
queen?
Lumi not in the trout gang, guys? What in the world?
Psh, I mean, like, let's have some kind of trout like tournament. Like, let's see me beat this trout gang. Vroom vroom.
Here we go.
Like
Here we
the
go.
leader of the pack. Do you guys got jackets?
Well, so J.R. Buds is the origin. He made the trout gang. It all started with
Oh,
J.R.
okay.
Buds.
Then you guys might have jackets.
And
Because
well,
he
no,
does
he
all that
just
kind of.
asked. He just the
All right,
official
I'm set
leader
up
and
now.
creator of the trout gang said, "Would you ever join the trout gang, Lumi?"
I
Sounds
don't
like an
know.
invitation.
Like we're not supposed to join gangs. Does it mean I have to learn gang signs and stuff?
It's just a Discord. It's just a
Okay,
Discord.
yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Cindy's in it.
Aw, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm in it. I'm in it. I don't even fish for
What
trout.
are the requirements to be part of the trout gang?
You just gotta be in the know. You gotta know someone who knows someone. And you do.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, you know.
Oh, it's Fabian? Oh, I thought it was you, Junior. My bad. I guess it was Fabian that made it. Well, that was well, I was wrong, and that only happens one time a year, so I won't be wrong the rest of the year.
Did you see what JBT said?
You know what he say? They have to jump you in? What does that even mean?
What is it? Oh, golly.
I don't know if I want to know.
Emmykins might have to educate you.
Oh yeah, I didn't. We won't talk about the video on here, but you are supposed to watch the initiation is rough. I did not like the initiation. I'll just say that
There's an initiation?
there is an initiation. You have to watch a video that will permanently scar your eyes for life. So
What kind of video?
I can't say on here. That's how bad it is. I really can't
Oh,
say.
golly. Then who wants to be on there? You guys could keep your cool jackets. What color are they?
Cancel everything. Yeah. Any questions for Lumi chat? We got some
All
questions
right,
for
yeah.
Lumi.
Questions. Come on. Last chance. Last chance. Get your peanuts.
Oh dear. Gator, are you in it? Does Gator know? I think Gator is in it.
Subi, liquid Subi.
Here we go. Raspberry's got one for us. What's one fish you'd like to catch that you haven't already?
A pike.
Oh, you've never caught a pike?
I've never caught a pike. I've seen those teeth, those big teeth. Yeah, never caught a pike before.
Do they have pike in Washington? Well, go catch a pike, Lumi. What are you doing?
I just don't know where they're at.
Um, you can
It's
probably
not
just
like they got address
Google it.
books.
You can probably just Google it. So, like,
Oh yeah,
I go to
I
the
know. I just
DNR
need to
website in my
take the
state.
time to go find the right spots and stuff. It's kind of like when I learned to go bass fishing when my trout whenever I have a trout drought, that's what I do. I go find bass spots or I'll find a bluegill spot. Yeah. I've
Um,
never found like a pike spot.
and if you need any tips, Chaos Goat, I would say, is the pike king. He catches more pike than anyone I've seen on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Chaos Goat would be the one to watch. Um, I have a pretty easy technique, but it's not. I don't catch nearly as many as Chaos Goat does. But I just put a lot. Like, oh, you can't do that in Washington either.
Yeah,
So you can't
no
use my technique.
live. It's against the law to use live bait in Washington State and
Crazy.
freshwater. Yes.
They've been trying to get rid of pike in Washington for years.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they actually I found out that remember that pike minnow that I got? There's
Yeah.
a bounty on it. It's $7 for each one.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
We have
Oh
a
my god.
bounty on black Asian carp in Wisconsin, and you get $100 for every one that you catch.
Mm.
Yeah. But I've never seen
That's
anyone
pretty
catch one. I don't know if they're really here yet. I think it's just like they're worried if they do get here, they'll destroy the ecosystem. So they're like, if anyone catches one, we'll give you $100 to show it to us and kill it.
yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Cindy.
Mm. Got one from California Dreamin' here. Says, what place do you want to go fishing that you've never been fishing before?
Oh, you know, I've never been fishing in Hawaii. I want to go fishing in Hawaii.
I hear that there's a lot of restrictions out there too. Like,
Is there?
I
Oh,
think someone was telling me that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know anything about Hawaii. I just thought I heard someone talking about that one day.
hmm.
But I mean, I'd like to go to Hawaii just for the sake of going to Hawaii. But I couldn't go there and not get a line in though either. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I am. Like everywhere we travel, it's probably annoying for Emmy. Anytime we travel anywhere, I'm thinking about like, oh, I wonder what body of water I could fish here. Is there a different species of fish I could catch?
Well, look at what happened with me with my just going to see the grandkids in Idaho, right? Hmm.
Right.
I
When we
was
were
like,
planning our trip to Tennessee, like I was trying to like talk her into like letting us stop in like the Ohio River and fish that. Like, like no, we gotta get to Tennessee.
she
I
just
want to
wants
fish
that
it.
Maui Wowie. Just get the Maui Wowie.
Just my life says, does Lumi fly fish? And if not, would she like to have a go?
Hey, you know what? I really do want to learn how. I just don't know how. I don't have the gear, but I would love to. There's some spots in Idaho where there's some big trout that I saw that was only fly fishing areas. And I was like, "Oh, I can't go try those fish." And they were like, "Nope, fly fishing only over there." I was like, "Mm." So, yeah, I want to learn specifically just so I could fly fish in Idaho. Mhm.
Yoshi says, what's the biggest size fish you've caught?
7.5 foot sturgeon, over 200
Woo!
pounds. Woo, 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 woo.
Got me beat.
Sturgeon.
Got me beat.
I think he's right there. Sturgeon. He was a monster. He was huge. What's crazy is just, like, yeah. His mouth felt like marshmallows.
JR Buds wants to know what the biggest trout you caught was.
About 2 foot,
2 foot?
24
Nice.
inches. Yeah, still head. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
It's full of eggs, too, man. I harvest all the eggs. Oh, it's gorgeous.
while we're waiting for some more questions to roll in, if you want to shout out your channel, talk about any events you might have coming up, what people can expect to see, and when.
Well, I just finished my trout drought. I've been on a trout drought. I hadn't had caught a trout for like a month. And
Oh,
so just yet, the day before I just caught 4 trouts. So I was so
nice.
happy. Yeah. Yeah, I was very I'm still like on a high about that one. Cause I was starting to feel like cause trout's my thing, right? Now it's like all of a sudden all I'm doing is catching bullheads and stuff like that. Catfish, channel cats,
Okay,
bluegills.
JR Bud wants to same question but excluding steelhead, and then I actually have a follow-up question for that. I don't know if you can answer that because
Biggest
I don't
fish?
trout excluding steelhead. So yeah, your biggest rainbow trout that wasn't a steelhead, but that's where I get confused. Like, why isn't a
Okay,
steelhead a rainbow trout?
a steelhead is a rainbow trout.
Right.
Mhm. But the thing is that when a steelhead is something that goes from salt water to fresh water.
Oh. So wait, so the things that they call steelhead in Wisconsin aren't actually steelhead then. We don't have any salt water.
Yeah, technically, yes. Like if yeah, it's
Oh
supposed
wow.
to go from salt water to fresh water. And then
Interesting.
then
I
they're
never knew that.
technically a steelhead. So all it is a trout that just gets jumbo from being out there in the wild.
Right. Well, see, they get really, really big in Lake Michigan because I mean, Lake Michigan is practically an ocean. It's like the second or third largest lake on planet Earth. So they get pretty big there.
They do.
All right, guys, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes to get questions in. And if no one has any more questions, we're going to wrap it up. But it's been a great interview, Lumi. Thank you so much for coming on.
Ah, no
Love it.
problem.
And Fish
Been a
Games was
pleasure.
awesome last night, too. That was so much fun. Did you have fun on
Welcome.
Fish Games?
Oh, I did. That was a lot of fun. Those questions, though, Lord have mercy. Those questions. And I'm
Yeah.
usually good on my feet. I just there's some of them
You
you're just like,
won.
"What?" And
You
the
won.
answers some of these people came up with, I was like, "What?"
That's yeah, that's I mean, that was pretty impressive. Not only did you win, but you won on your very first ever time appearing. A lot of those guys had been on like all four of the episodes of Fish Games, so they knew they were ready. You came in not knowing and still won it.
I'm competitive.
So SG wants to know who writes the questions for Fish Games. So Emmy actually. So I came up with the idea for I wanted questions that didn't make sense, that would be goofy and ridiculous, and didn't have any actual answers, and you couldn't answer yes or no. So I wanted people to, you know, judge who had the better answer. I didn't want there to be a right or wrong answer. So Emmy asked ChatGPT to generate questions on that criteria, and she'll generate like a couple hundred questions, and then I'll read through them all and pick about 7 or 8 of them that I think are kind of funny, and then a lot of times I'll even add extra nonsense just to make it even weirder. And so that half of it comes off like the top of my head, just being weird. Like I made up the whole what did I say? The southern speckled bat frog. Like I made that up. That's not a thing. I made that up with my own madness. So yeah, we use Chat GBT and then my insanity. It's a nice mixture.
That's crazy. GBT does that. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, she's got to put in all the criteria of like, we want a question that's goofy,
Yeah,
doesn't make sense, doesn't have an answer. You know what I mean?
very cool.
Emmykin says perfect combo, if you ask me, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, all right, guys, last chance. Any questions? As she said, he was driving today and pictured a three-legged horse.
Oh my god, like that one threw me off the most when somebody was talking. I was just like, "What are you what?
Oh,
Would there
Peace
be
wants
5
to know if
legs?"
you will be joining the Trout Gang. I think she might have to pass. I don't know. Lumi's too innocent to go through initiation, I think.
Probably. I'm a prude.
I
I
didn't think
grew
I
up
could do it.
Catholic, man. It was really tough.
I was I was pretty scarred by initiation. I'm not gonna lie. It was tough.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a big softie. I'm a really like kind, sweet soul, believe it or not. Like I don't like to, yeah. I don't like gross stuff. like that.
Ew, not a gross thing.
Yeah.
I'm not eating nothing for
Oh
nobody.
no, you don't have to do that. No, it's literally just a video you have to watch, but the video is so it's pretty awful. It's pretty awful.
Okay.
That's all I'll say about it.
Okay.
It's something you definitely don't want to watch, which is why it's an initiation, I guess.
Start my own trout gang. My trout gang's gonna be cooler than your trout gang, and we won't eat weird stuff. We'll have
Nobody eats
dessert
anything.
and
Nobody's eating anything,
crumpets
Lumi.
and tea.
I do like some tea from time. Emmy loves tea. We're tea folk.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, ever loving outdoors.
that's such a nice thing to say. Thank you.
Ah, JR, we weren't gonna. Well, JR spilled the beans. I'm not gonna pin it, but if you read it, you read it.
Is that where you put it?
That's the video. That's what.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks everyone for coming in. Thank
that
you so
part
much
was.
for leaving me. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. I'll catch y'all later.